Gentlemen, are you ready to elevate your scents game? While mainstream fragrances dominate the shelves, there's a whole world of underrated gems to be discovered. So let's discover them together today. 3, 2, 1, let's do this. Prepare to stand out with such unique scents. The first one that is just such a good cologne. It's Myrrh Shadow from Bourn Parfumeur. Maybe you haven't heard about this brand. This is why this is this hidden underrated gems list. This scent is a newer release, but from a very well-respected French brand. And this scent, the opening, it's just magical. It will draw you in. It will draw everybody in. This is a cypress, very smoky amber, but the opening of it, it's spicy, it's citrusy, but it's very deep from the beginning. It just draws you in. It has got a very unique scent combination together. The notes, you might look on paper, they are like other fragrances, but when you actually smell the scent, it is very different. This scent, it's rich, it's mysterious, it's sexy, it's long lasting, and this is a scent that deserves their spot in your collection. It's truly a masterpiece. This is a wow for me. I smell and just have so many fragrances around me all the time, but this scent, there are scents that sometimes just make me stop and I'm like, wow, this goes into my to be recommended list because it just wows me. This is a crowd pleasing, super unique scent that is, to be honest, like signature worthy. If you like your rich smoky ambers, this is totally signature worthy. It's stunning fragrance. Next scent, it's super just hidden gem. This scent, if you've been watching this channel, who remembers me talking about this scent so much? Probably like 5 years ago or maybe more. Oh my gosh, this is a sexy ass scent. I smell this and I'm just obsessed. I don't know what it is about this scent. It's black pepper from Comme des garçons. This scent is a bit harder to get. You get it in boutiques, luxury boutiques here in the UK. It's in Dover Market, I think. That's where I ordered this thing from, this fragrance from. But overall, this is a scent that is harder to get. That's why it's a bit more unique. And the scent itself, it's super unique as well. It's a blast of black pepper, but yet you think, like basic black pepper, what can be special? Just wait. This is so damn sexy. It's woody. It's black pepper on steroids. It's so raw and masculine. Oh, you have to try this. You'll have people running after you asking what you're wearing. I promise you, this scent is just phenomenal. Next scent that is an underrated hidden gem in my opinion, and I discovered it only this summer, and I just don't hear people talk about this brand or this particular fragrance often. I've spoken about this one before, and this is Verano from Ormonde Jayne. Man, this is a freshie unlike any other. It is a freshie but with a tobacco base, which you might think, oh, it's too heavy. No, it's not too heavy at all. Oh gosh, it's super spicy, citrusy, but also kind of incensey, soapy in a very clean way. It's addictive in the air. That tobacco really comes through. Think a summer night at a very exclusive like beach bar. It's quiet, it's not like super hyped music, it's like vibey music, you know, but bass, and you are just having the best time of your life. And this smells a bit salty, a bit intense with that tobacco, but still has got that summer feel to it. Man, this is absolutely addictive and to die for, absolutely to die for. Next fragrance that to some might be a hidden gem, to some they might know it, but overall, this scent, Lalique from Equus with the horse's head, it is a hidden gem. If you ask anybody on the street, how many people will know about this fragrance? Not many. And this is a hidden gem also because you can get it at such good price. like I'll link my favorite discounters that I personally use or know of below. And this is such an affordable fragrance, but you'll smell so luxurious. This is a vetiver heavy dominant scent, but it's not boring. It's not mature vetiver. It is a sandalwoody, spicy, almost like slightly smooth and milky vetiver. It's fresh. It's super attractive. It has huge projection, which is also makes this fragrance even more special, and people will notice you for your scent more when it's a projecting scent. If I was a guy, this would be one of the first like more affordable options that I would just put in my cart straight away. It's that good. Next is a scent for those of you that love your citrusy, crisp, zesty fragrances. And fun fact, this fragrance is a fragrance that also Tom Cruise, I believe, and Leonardo DiCaprio wear. So it is a bit of a hidden gem in terms of like not everybody will know about this brand, and it is truly such a long-lasting freshie as well. Eau D'Hadrien from Goutal. This scent, I think what is special about this is the way the citruses smell and last on the skin. It's so crisp. They never go to that like weird kind of gone off sort of a citrusy scent that some citruses go off. This smells super natural, fresh, crisp, and it lasts. I think that this is one of the best citruses encapsulated in a fragrance for men. Ooh. And this is also grassy, it's a bit bitter. It's that super cooling fragrance, perfect for summer nights, but also versatile for all year round. Such a good one. Have you heard about it? Let me know in the comments how many of you actually heard about this scent and tried it. Next scent, it is an underrated hidden gem because it's not one of the most popular designer fragrances. I talk about this all the time, but fun fact, actually recently we went to Manchester. We stayed in a hotel and a guy in the lift actually was wearing this scent, and my husband was like, "Are you wearing this fragrance?" He was like, "Yeah." So surprised. He was actually shocked that my husband noticed that fragrance, but it is like, I've never smelled this fragrance on anybody ever apart from that guy and my husband. This is such a good fragrance. It just makes you notice the person. It's just such an intense fragrance in a soft way. It is Dolce Gabbana Pour Homme. We literally don't have nearly anything in the bottle. My husband is saying like, we should get a bottle. We definitely need to get a bottle. It brings so many memories because this is the fragrance he was wearing when we first met. And I'm telling you, if you love your YSL La Nuit de l'Homme, those rich lavendery just fragrances that are romantic and sensual and sexy, this you'll love. This is a tobacco scent, a very soft, warm, but still like clean tobacco scent, and it projects nicely as well and lasts. So good from Dolce & Gabbana. And this guy was like 26, I would say. And yeah, I was impressed. I was like, that's very good. Next fragrance that I recently discovered and I absolutely love, it is Chez from Bourn No. 9. This is one of the original fragrances. I must admit, I was never a huge fan of like all the new scents, but this one, it is class. It is a fragrance that smells citrusy, fresh, green, but also modern, and it just has got those citruses that are just to die for. I think I just love when citruses are smelling natural. That's where they're at their peak, and they're often just like in designer fragrances, I don't often like them, but in here, this fragrance, it's classy, it's gentlemanly. This is somebody who just loves smelling expensive. It is such a good fragrance. And again, have you heard about this fragrance? Probably not. Like 99% of people won't have heard about this one, but it's surely a fragrance that you should check out. It deserves a place in your collection. It is a wow. And this fragrance has been released in 2001, so quite a while ago, and we get just hit with all the new releases all the time. but there is some goodies. Like back when they released only 1 to 2 fragrances in a year. If you love green Irish tweed, I think you'd love Chez Bond because it's more of a fresher take on green Irish tweed. So check that one out. Next fragrance, it is from Granado. It is a Brazilian brand. It is called Boemia. And this is one of the strongest fragrances from the current released fragrances. And I love it for that. But also it is myrrh. It is spicy. It is a fragrance that is so intensely tobacco-ish, leathery. It is a fragrance that just puts a blanket over you. It's such a sexy, slightly boozy fragrance. I mean, if you love your Bentley for Men Intense, this is fresher though, not as syrupy. If you enjoy Jazz Club from Margiela, or if you like your black, the Bulgari fragrance, Black in Black or something. If you like your boozy, rich, peppery, smooth tobacco scents, this smells like you are walking in a place, like a bit of a witchy place, like Hogwarts or somewhere, like filled with history. It's kind of like a bit dusty, a bit boozy. It's just such a rich, interesting fragrance, and it's definitely got that kick to it. It is just got an amazing projection and longevity. This is my favorite fragrance for men from the brand. It's just a fragrance that you should definitely take notice and go and smell. Next fragrance that is totally underrated. We often look to Hermès for like Ted Hermès pretty much, but this, Le Jardin de Monsieur Lee. I'm telling you, you've been sleeping on this one, okay? I've got it sprayed here, and it's a marine, salty, lime fragrance, a bit with jasmine. It's got this amazing coolness and freshness to it. Oh, it's so good. The saltiness, the natural like saltiness, it reminds me of Aqua Porom from Bulgari, that fragrance, which I think is one of the sexiest fragrances for men because of that natural salty quality that just melts into your skin. And this has got the same quality, but it's got a bit more like florals, a bit more lime to it. Oh, such a good, sexy, underrated gem of a fragrance. So good. So good. And I just sprayed these two next to each other, and actually they smell amazing together as well. So you can just mix and match if you want as well. Wow. Let me know how many out of the fragrances that I mentioned have you heard about and tried. Let's see what your thoughts are. Props to you if you know a lot of them. I'll link all of them and any samples I can find in the description down below. And I always try to link the designer ones at discounters, just because I think it's, you know, the more you can get for your money, it's better. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.